Hello, hello. How's everybody doing? Today we're going to be drawing some portraits, and yeah, that's basically it. We're going to be drawing some timed portraits. I hope you're ready for it. They're going to be timed drawings, so about 15 minutes each. Maybe a little bit less, we'll see. I think 15 minutes is a good time. And that's it. Today, we're not gonna spend too long talking because we gotta go do it. I hope you guys can hear me. I think it's all right. And then we're gonna get started. I'm using a 4,000 by 5,000 canvas. That's what I usually do. Then we have the first reference here. Ooh. And also, let me get a timer. If you can't draw, just watch. That's fine as well. And let's have some fun. We're going to be drawing. Let me show you the portraits we'll be drawing. Will be these 5 here. Oops, we skipped one. Zorro in the middle of it, just because. And let's get started. Let me get a color I like. And hit play. And time's up. Well, not up. You say that when it's ending, right? We're just getting started. So for this one, I actually want to get the general shape first, like this. Sometimes I would do a Loomis head. Other times, I prefer just finding this shape like this. It's kind of what I'm trying to place on paper, what I'm seeing on the image. Now, here's her hairline. If her brow is around here, so it's similar to Loomis, and her nose is here, right? Then we have this area for her mouth. All right, actually her jaw is too long, so let's make it smaller like this. So we have this area here for her cheek. Then we can place the nose, the ear, nose, what's up? We can place the ear and her clothing, her neck. This lady is so pretty. Okay, we have the base here. I also want to add the nose. We see that the nose is not going outside of her silhouette, so I'm gonna keep it around here. And let's not forget her eye socket around here. Okay, sounds like a good plan. We have a pretty good base. So I'm gonna reduce opacity and then actually work on it. So wow, her brow is so high. That is so interesting. I love it when we're drawing different people and then we notice some small detail about their appearance and their features and their proportions. It's so much fun. Wait, I think I want to make this larger so you can also watch and draw if you want. So we have this here for her nose, and then her eyes with those huge lashes. I'm gonna make the eyes slightly larger because, well, style, I just prefer it this way. And then, yeah, I was looking to see if her mouth, like if it came outside of the silhouette, but it doesn't really. So I'm gonna keep it like this. And then her chin is actually just a tiny bit smaller. Like so. I'm gonna try to make some quality lines from the beginning this time, because usually I make some really messy lines. This time I wanna try to make them a little bit better. Hi, cat! Yeah, I also think larger eyes make them more expressive. It's funny because it's this thing where most people, when they begin drawing realistic portraits, they accidentally make the eyes too large. Like I've never seen, it doesn't mean it's not possible. I've just never seen someone do eyes accidentally too small when they are just starting. And I think it's because we give a lot of emphasis. We think the eyes are super important. It's how, well, we perceive expressions, it's the window to the soul, etc. So yeah, making larger eyes has this power, even if it's just a little bit larger. Okay, you can follow along from the second one. I'm glad you're here. Welcome. You know, on the second drawing, I'm gonna try something different. I am used to drawing in traditional art when mistakes, they don't really matter much because it's so easy to fix. But recently I've been drawing a lot of traditional because of college, and it's just so clear the difference. Traditional my workflow. Let's see if I can do it. Like here, I already made her face too small compared to the sketch. It's more like this. Because as I keep fixing things, I can do it like this now. It's digital art. But I don't know. I want to start planning better, you know? Planning is important. I also have a feeling that because I do it like this, like kind of messy and all, it's not the best way to teach. It's like do what I say and not what I do, and I don't think that's good. I gotta do like I say, or preach what I do, something like that. It's kind of like, because I've been doing for a long time, it's pretty easy for me to notice something is wrong and fix it later. But when you're beginning, it's much, much easier to be more mindful in the beginning stages of the drawing than having to figure out what's wrong later. And you see, I don't know why I'm in a hurry. We still have more than 7 minutes. It's just habit, and it's a bad one at that. It's a bad habit I have ingrained. But it's so funny drawing drawing traditional again after so many years. Because, well, I started with traditional like most people, but it's been so many years that I haven't really put effort into it. Like sometimes I would draw on my sketchbook, but very once in a while, not common. And now I have to like traditional, and I haven't done that in forever. I'm also gonna try avoid using Control Z and undo. Try to avoid transform. Basically, try to treat this like traditional, just so I can get more used to it. So like I see her mouth is a little bit low, but when I think I have to redraw, it's okay, I will do it. Let's erase it lightly, just so I know what is the placement I want, which is more like here, and then here. Erase this one. The good thing about digital, well, there are many, but one of them, I don't have to worry about ripping the paper or leaving a weird mark that I didn't mean to. Lately, I've been waking up much earlier than I used to. So like today I woke up at 4:45 a.m. obviously. And that's making me pretty tired. I'm thinking of making these lives 1 hour earlier. What do you think, Kat? Would you be able to join then? 1 hour earlier? I mean, it's not like it's terribly late here right now. It's still like 4 p.m. So I can keep this. It's not a huge strain. It just might be slightly easier if it's earlier. Or maybe not. We would have to try. You would still be able to join? That's good. Yeah, I think we might try it next week to see how it goes. It's funny how the body works because it's not like I'm a naturally early riser. When I was a teenager, I would sleep until 12, 1 p.m., you know? And with time. Oh, and then, okay, so when I was like 20 something, near 30, a couple of years ago, I got used to waking up early, which was all right because I lived in a place where the sun rises at 5 a.m. So, you know, you wake up at 5 and the sun is bright. So it doesn't hurt. But then when I moved here where I live now, which is more seasonal, during the winter, it's like 7 a.m. and it's night. And that took a long time to get used to. Like I would suffer so much, like, I'm waking up at night. And then now I don't even think about it anymore. So just to say, it's funny how the human body gets used to anything and everything, good and bad. You know, I'm liking this. I'm liking doing the thoughtful lines and just being a little bit slower. I feel like I'm being more intentional with it. Feels good. Now it's funny because I'm being so slow, 15 minutes I won't be even close to what I did the past couple of lives. But that is fine. The goal here is to practice, not necessarily to create stunning art. I mean, if we do create stunning art, that's a good bonus. But it's not the goal. Oh, Kat, do you watch One Piece? And the Netflix one? I can't wait to watch this new season. I started it a couple of days ago, but I haven't had much time to watch it, really. And I'm like, ooh, itching to watch it because it's funny. At first, I thought, I don't know, I don't like live actions usually suck, right? But when I watched this one, I was obsessed with it. And I started the first episode of the new season, and it's so good. I basically love everything about that show. Everybody's so wholesome. Yeah, the show is so wholesome. Let me make her eyes a little bit more droopy. Oh, wait, we don't have time for that. Time's gonna be up. Oh, no. Oh, no. Ah, why did I do this now? Oh, no, she's so ugly now. I did not make a good job here. Okay, it's a little bit better. I'm gonna read what you're saying in just a few seconds when time is up. Okay, time's up. Let's pause. 5 minutes to rest and get ready. Oh, I didn't watch the Beauty and the Beast. But about the One Piece live action, I know a few people who didn't like the anime. Like it never really got to them, like didn't touch their hearts. And then they gave the live action a chance and they liked it. And it is really good. Like they summarized everything in a really good way while still making the characters very three-dimensional. I haven't seen the Beauty and the Beast live action. I don't know, I didn't trust it. Because I have this deeply ingrained distrust for live actions. But if you're saying it's good, I might give it a chance. What is good about it? Oh, it's so hot in here. Oh wait, now I'm looking at the drawing and I see that her chin is still too big. Oh well. The next one, I'm gonna be more mindful of the whole structure and the proportions. I'm probably not gonna get to this level of finished, but again, the focus here is to learn and improve. You know, I cut my hand in a really big cut. but it's scarring so well. It's the first time. Usually things, they don't scar well in like anything, any part of my body. When I get a cut or a burn or anything, it doesn't look good. Like, I mean, scars, they're usually not very pretty looking, but I mean, it looks very messy. My skin is not very good for scarring. But this one, I'm hopeful. It's looking so normal. It's like refreshing. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, what I don't like about the live actions is they always change things that should not be changed. Because they're like, well, we don't want to make a copy of the original, but then they ruin it. So it's good to know that they kept it close to the original. Like, did you see the Lilo and Stitch live action? I really disliked that one. I went to the movies with my mom to watch it, and I was like, ugh, during it. It was because and Stitch. But they made the story about her sister. And they don't even, like, they kind of make a tiny little joke about Elvis, but they don't make it a thing between Lilo and Stitch. Anyway, it just, Lilo was such a, she wasn't the main character. She was totally just someone in the story. So although it was fun to see Stitch in a cute little realistic style, I didn't like the result. Now I have the One Piece theme on my mind. It's so good. About the anime, it's visually unappealing. I don't think it's pretty. It's really weird, and the designs are so odd. But the characters are so good. It's very deep. Yeah, I totally got it. I usually wait for the comments before watching something like that as well. But because my mom wanted to watch it, I'm like, okay, I'm curious as well. We went to see it. But I do not recommend. Okay, we're getting ready for the second one. Are you ready to draw this one as well, Kat? Come on, we're doing this together. Let me get the next one here. Ooh, this lady, I thought she was so pretty. And we're gonna get started in 3, 2, 1, go. I'm gonna be more mindful of the structure. Let's try. Get her face shape. Yes, let's do it. Let me see. Is it kind of like this? Okay, I already can see that I made the top of her head too big. So I began with a circle and then I totally ignored it. Not a good start. But it's okay. Come on. Come on, Kat. We can do it. Add her neck here. The necklace is so good, and the makeup as well. Now, I actually want to spend more time looking at the reference. I feel like I don't observe the reference enough before starting. I mean, right now it's a challenge, so I don't really have that much time. But even when it isn't, gotta look closely to the reference for longer. Because when we look and see the relationships and really notice them, that's when we can make it better. So her ears here, her nose is around here. She has a cute little nose. You know what's funny about noses? Sometimes people, I mean, not only noses, but people are so strict with themselves when it comes to anything about appearance because they probably heard something when they were younger, anything like that. And but then other people, like, okay, I have this friend, and then I found out recently that she is really conscious of her nose. And to me, it's a cute little nose. I love it. It's really pretty. And then I find out that she doesn't like it. And I'm like, And then the other day I was talking to a friend in college, and I found out I don't know, just like she was so with heavy clothing and dressed her whole body. And I was like, what? Why don't you wear something lighter? And she was like, oh no, I don't like showing my legs. They're not pretty. I'm like, I don't think it would look bad at all. I'm like, okay, so you don't wear shorts, but what about a skirt? You know? A dress. And she was like, oh no, I look too fat in them. And it's so sad because then she suffers with the heat because of it. And I'm like, wow. But I'm not really judging because we all have something like that. There are parts of my body or face that I don't like. And then when I mention, people are like, but it doesn't really matter. I'm like, no, it matters. It matters so much. So just to say, we're very mean to ourselves. Sometimes we gotta give us some more love. Okay, so I'm spending a long time here looking at the reference and trying to draw more slowly. To be honest, I don't really like it. It's not pleasing. But it's like eating vegetables. It's like anything in life. We don't do just what we like. We do what's good for us. Right? Right. Okay. One Piece. Hi, Ellen. Hold on, we can talk about it later because right now this is a timed drawing, so I need to focus here. And then I can interact a little bit more. I would recommend you come and join and draw along. Sometimes just drawing a bunch helps us a ton. Ton. Ugh. So I'm trying this different type of like drawing and everything. And I think she does not look good. And her eyes are so large in the actual photo, and I made them too small. So I'm gonna make them bigger. Bigger. And with the cute makeup she has on. Of course, naturally. I was pressing the wrong button here, trying to erase, and it was drawing. Oh, now she has the large eyes. Nice. I can't do this type of makeup for the death of me. Like, if you put a gun to my head and tell me, do the cat eyes, I would die. By the way, today in college, we started wood carving, and wow, it is so incredible. But also, it totally like, it was so hard on my wrists. It requires a lot of strength. Oh, yum. I love adding the iris. It's when the character starts coming to life. It's when you can look and say, oh, it's a person, real one. Not, I don't know, anything else. I like this girl's, like, she has some deep eyes. And then her mouth here. I have a feeling I made it too low, maybe. Let's see how it looks when I add the lips. She does have somewhat of a low mouth, but maybe not as much. I think it's just misplaced, and I'm done pretending this is traditional art when I use my transform tool. That's why things in digital and traditional, they follow such different rhythms. Like you can do something sometimes in like 1 hour in digital art, and it takes you 5 in traditional. Simply because you gotta be much more mindful and slow with traditional. I don't know. I'm not feeling her head shape. Maybe like this. Someday I'm gonna do a challenge like, although I am almost doing it here, but I mean a painting one, because painting is harder without undo. But it sounds like a fun challenge. Paint a full portrait without using an undo. Today I tried to add music here, but I couldn't really figure out how. Still, I think I'm gonna have to grab like one of those full portraits for full tutorials for beginners and follow along. Her neck's so long. Super, super long. Alan, you know what I just remembered? I actually have a full head drawing tutorial here on this channel, and I talk about the Lumit method over there as well. So I would recommend watching it. I really like her face. I feel like this stylization here is one I like. Sometimes we stylize and we don't really like the result. This one I did. Her very expressive, huge eyes. On the photo, I really like how the light is so pretty. Funny, this one was easier to draw than the other one. I think it's not really about easy, but braids take a while to draw, and this one has simpler hair. Oh, funny, this one I didn't do it in 2 layers. I guess I did treat it like traditional in some way or another. I want to make sure her irises are more rounded and with clean lines. But right now, I think it's too thick. The lines are thick, thick, thick. And that's not what I want for this part. Oh, now I like it. But you know, when I make the lines thin like this, it kind of looks like she has light eyes, and she does not. She has very dark ones. That's the mystery of lines. It's so cool how we can use lines even without actual hatching or shading. We can use it to show light and depth and, you know, this type of thing. We still have 2 minutes. I'm basically done. I don't have anything else to do here. Just gonna keep working a little bit on it. Just cleaning the lines, adding more weight to some areas. Oh, I'm really liking this one. I think I'm gonna make a painting out of it. I'm gonna choose a few of the drawings we're doing and I will paint them. Maybe we can do this when we finish this challenge. And we can use it to, I don't know, talk about rendering, coloring skin, this type of thing. Let me know if this sounds like something you would want to know. Oh, no, not this. So I added a thick line to her nose and then I deeply regretted it. Not good. Maybe just some hatching here on her eye. Oh, time's up. Time's up and I don't like the hatching, so I'm going to undo it. All right, we can rest now. I'm going to just real quick close the door properly here because it is making a lot of noise because of the wind, and that is bothering me too much. Okay, now it should stop. Cat, are you done? Are you still working on it? It's okay if you're still working on it. Oh, we have a few minutes. The noise didn't stop. I'm gonna go and actually open the door and see if it improves. It's good because then the wind will flow through the room. And also, I just realized I forgot I had made some tea. I'm gonna take this time to drink it. This is rosemary tea. And then even though I put it in this tiny, cute little, I don't know the name, maybe it's a sachet. Anyway, some small part passed through it. Yeah, Kat, you can send it on Insta, you can send it on Discord. I think I prefer Discord. Like disappears with my messages, and then it only shows again like several days later. You know, something interesting happened. So for the wood carving exercise that I'm doing, the professor, she asked us to choose myths and legends from our history here in Brazil. And then I chose this one that she is from my state, the one I was born in. And over there, we talk of her as someone scary. She's like a ghost, someone to, like, we use this to make the children fear, right? That type of story. So I drew her and she's like evil and everything. And then other people here from where I live now, which is on the other side of the country, there were other people who also drew her. But to them, she is a sweet girl and she's a good spirit. She's only evil to those who like kill animals or something like that. And I'm like, that is so different from what I was told when I was a kid. It's funny how the same myth can be the right one though, because she is from my region. So, but when you Google it, the experts say she's a good spirit. So, I don't know. I was really afraid of her as a kid. The tea not only is good for the mind and soul and heart, but also I use it to hit my wrists and it soothes the pain. It's really good. It's a multi-function beverage. It's also great for digestion, actually, rosemary. Great for digestion. It keeps you awake. I think it might also be good for pain, but I'm not sure about this one. Like being a painkiller. I know mint is a great painkiller. There's one, I don't know how to pronounce it. I know how to write it. It's Anis. Anis? I think it ends with an E, actually. Anis, maybe. Anis? But that one is also a great painkiller. And it's time for the third one. Let's go, go, go. Oh, it's a guy. Wait, I don't want to draw. Hold on. Let's go to this one first, just to change the head angle because it was too similar. Let's draw Zorro. 1, 2, 3, go. This Zorro, he's so cute. It's kind of funny how he kind of looks like a lost puppy sometimes, this actor. Which is funny because I don't think the original Zorro has this energy, but I can see it. I like it when he has this lost puppy energy. Especially on the first episode of the second season, he's totally so lost. Okay, so I definitely here made the top of his head way too large. Tone it down here. Tone it down. When it's a head like this, like looking down, I like to start with the top of the head because it helps me keep the perspective. I find it easier than pretty much anything else. It's just the easiest one for me. And I'm back to my old habits here. I forgot to stop, look, analyze. But you know, it is what it is. I'm gonna add more here on his cheekbone. He has some very pronounced cheekbones. Okay, let me analyze it a little bit. Yeah, his face is too short. I need to make it a little bit longer. I think it's more like here. And then the nose maybe goes a little bit lower like that. Once in a while, it's good to pause, look, compare with the reference, see if you're in a good direction. You know, if you start rendering or adding details and the base isn't good, it's going to take so long to fix. You got to stop, stop, stop. Look, think. Oh, I really wish I had music on. Lately, I haven't had much time for, well, anything actually. Yesterday, I couldn't even work. I was just doing some college assignments. But I'm going to try to really prioritize making a good place here. Like, we need music. I don't know, I'm just a music person. You know, there's this girl in my class that she's deaf, and I keep wondering how do her thoughts behave in her mind? Like, how does it work? Because when I think in terms of words, and I hear my thoughts. She probably doesn't, right? So I wonder how it is. Makes me really curious. You know, learning sign language is kind of hard. I thought it would, I don't know. I didn't think it would be so hard, but of course it would. It's a whole new language. Because I thought it would be just my language, but, you know, in sign. But it is not. The word structure, phrasal structure, everything is different. That was unexpected for me. Now, one of his eyes is too close to the other and too low. And I'm gonna use my prerogative as a digital artist and just transform. His mouth is kind of tiny. I don't know if it's the expression he's wearing, but it looks kind of tiny. It's cute. I don't want to have him looking kind of dead like this. I want to make him look like higher up like that. His nose is too wide. Yeah, better. It's funny because the series Sanji, I have a total crush on him. That's just me having a crush on Sanji. Hello! I'm doing good. How are you? We are drawing 5 timed portraits here. This one is Zoro. Have you watched the Netflix One Piece? I really want to watch the second season. I haven't had the time. I'm going to try to watch an episode today. Tired out of work? Good, then time to relax. Watch something. Watch this stream. Oh, nice. If you have the energy for it, come join us and draw along. Because this challenge is for improving our portraits. In my case, I have a tendency of relying too much on digital tools, and I want to try being more mindful of how I draw. So it's more like traditional, because I've been having to create traditional art lately, and I really suffer with the difference in like no undo, no transform tool. Like right now, I really want to liquefy his head, but I am not gonna do it. It's more like this. Yes. Yes, we do have a Discord. Wait, when the time is up, I'm going to send you the link. It's an awesome Discord, by the way. People are so much fun over there. And I send an announcement whenever I'm going live, which is usually this time, this day. It's Tuesday. What country are you in? Because then... And what time is it over there? Here, it's almost 5 p.m. Oh, all right. Bye-bye. Have a good day of work tomorrow. It was nice meeting you. Oh, wow, 1 a.m. It is late indeed. Next week, I'm going to do it a little bit early, like 1 hour earlier. So if you want to join, then I think it's going to be good. We can talk some more. All right, bye. Oh, here on my profile, you can find the link to the Discord server. It's in one of the links. I think also on this stream's description, you can find it. Yeah. Practicing gesture is really good for getting better at character art. It's good that you know that this is something you should improve on. It's the first step. The first step is recognizing what needs to be better. Wow, we still have 4 minutes. I'm done here. I don't know what to do anymore. I don't really want to add details or anything. Maybe I want to make his eye black like this. Do I? Do I not? Yeah, I think it's all right, but he doesn't look like him. His face needs to be slimmer, like this. Yep. Oh, that's better. And then, well, his chin is a little bit too long. I don't know if I want to reduce it. Let's see. No, I reduced too much. Okay. No, I'm not gonna liquefy. Ugh. Old habits die hard. What if I paint his upper lip as well? I think it's gonna look good. Let's see. Yeah, it matches the eyes. Nice. Nice. Maybe painting something here as well, around his neck area. Oh yeah, I like where this is going. I'm not gonna hatch this one. I'm just gonna add some dark patches here and there, like this. Let's see if it doesn't detract us from the face. It does just detract us. Awesome, thank you. It's nice meeting you. I'm just gonna make better lines now because I'm done. It's funny because this is, yeah, I'm probably like, as soon as we finish, when I'm like, okay, time is up, I'm done, I'm gonna find 5 things to fix about him. See ya, bye bye. I really want to paint this Zorro. You know, it's a shame that I haven't painted or drawn Sanji. Lately, I have so many characters I want to draw and ideas of original stories and everything. God, I just can't. I don't have the time, and my wrists hurt too much for me to create as much as I wish to. I know it's gonna get better, so just gotta suck it up for now. And then when I'm better, I can make up for it. No, I know I shouldn't make up for it because then I'm gonna get hurt again. But I will be able to do more, which is gonna be amazing. I'm already much better compared to last year when it started. Oof, that was tough. So you gotta be careful and not overstrain your joints. That sounds so old. Okay, time is up. Let's hit the break. Oh, let me save it. That's a great question, Kat. It's actually, they have been hurting nonstop since September. It's not like something that comes and go. Hold on. Let me just save this because if I lose these portraits, I'm gonna be sad. Okay. So I injured my wrist because of repetitive strain and also a cyst and also I don't know how to say it in English, but it's some sort of inflammation in the liquids here, both wrists. That was in September. And then during the whole month of September, I was basically bedridden because I couldn't even lifting a cup hurt. But then I started a treatment and I've been doing physical rehab since then. Not much improved. You can see I'm here drawing a ton, but I got a pause so my wrist can rest. And also even pausing, it still hurts, but it's getting better. It clearly is because like now I can put in more strength. I can carry more weight. So it is little by little improving. The funny thing is, it took, like, it's been an eternity. 6-7 months I'm dealing with it. And then the doctor was like, wow, you're improving so quickly. And I'm like, excuse me? That's good to hear, but also, how is this quickly? The physiotherapist, she said that maybe the doctor thought she would have to do a surgery. Good thing it doesn't seem necessary. I don't think I would have a surgery. I'm afraid of it. I mean, what if they do something bad, like a mistake, and then I lose movement or I lose precision? I can't, I'm an artist. So physical rehab is things, is how it goes. All right, Kat. Can you send it on Discord as well? Or is it inconvenient in your current device? I don't know where you're at. It's just because Instagram sometimes likes to kidnap my messages, especially when it's an image. Instagram is not very nice. I don't understand why Instagram is so bad. Like, they are a billionaire company, Meta, I mean, and Instagram is so bad for the creators and for the users as well. It glitches all the time. I don't know, it's a mess. I know it's because, oh, Discord DM, all right, nice. I know it's because they don't really care about the creators, because it's all about, like, if they can have the ads and people watching the ads, then it's fine. But to me, it doesn't make sense because the creators help people stay on the platform. So if it were my business, I would try to make it a good place for the creators. But that might be the reason why I don't have $1 billion company. I don't know. Not everything can be about money, you know. I know companies are made for making money. But, you know, YouTube is much better in that regard. They're much better with their creators. So I don't understand why Instagram is so bad for us. Not for us, with us. Okay, 30 seconds and we're gonna go to the fourth one, which is gonna be that other guy. Oh, nice, Cat. Good job, I just saw it here. Do you want me to show on screen? Or do you prefer I don't? Since you didn't send it on the group, I don't know if you want me to show it or not. I can show it here. All right, next one. Time is up. Whew. We're gonna do this guy here. Random guy. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. I think for this one, I'm gonna need the Loomis. It's so straightforward and we can totally see everything, like the top of his head. That's okay. When you send me the next one, which is gonna be this one here, I can show it, because right now if I show the screen, it's gonna show everything. Okay, so here we have top of his head. His eyebrows are around here, and then his nose, and his mouth, and his large chin. Da, 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 da. I need some music. I think I want a more squarish chin. More. You know, I don't like making rounded faces in general. Nothing against them in real life. But I mean using rounded shapes. I think it looks so flat, like weird. Not my preference. So even an oval face, I add as many angles as I can. Same with the rounded ones. It's funny because he looks almost front, but he's not. And we can see clearly, not only there's a little bit here on his nose, but the ears. They show that it's not full front portrait. Oh, I love the subsurface scattering on his ear. Very nice. Nice. I like his head. This square shape with the egg-like top. Now we erase the marks that will not be part of the final image. I'm erasing them, but I'm still keeping part of it because they are guidelines after all. You know, when I was watching Bridgerton, and I noticed that many of the characters have a really long philtrum, which is the distance between the nose and the mouth. I also noticed that they don't look this balanced at all because the distance between their eyes and their eyebrows is also very, very large, which is typically how we balance a long philtrum is with a larger distance between the eyes and the eyebrows. Oh, I accidentally drew Voldemort here. You know who, the one who shall not be named. I don't know how to say it in English. His name in English, I mean. If it's the one who shall not be named or the one who could not be named, cannot, shall not. I don't think they would use shall, but maybe they would. Okay, nosy nose is in place. I actually want to get the shadow shape helps here. Helps find the right angles. He's looking a little bit like Almighty. That sounds so odd. I mean, Orumaito. I think it's All Might. The one from My Little Academia. My little, my hero academia. That sounded so funny. Orumaito. Shall not be named? Yeah. Okay, our egghead is here. That sounds funny as well. Oh, you know, I've been watching The Untamed, which is Modao Sushi, the Chinese series, which I'm obsessed about. And I've been rewatching it now with some friends. We've been doing it for several months because we don't meet as frequently. But now we're at the final part. There's only 4 episodes left. And it's so good. Ugh, I don't ever get tired of that story. And I don't really know why. It's just so good. And each time I watch and each time I read, I notice something new. And the reason why I say, well, I don't know why, is because, I mean, when you read the book, I don't think it's that well written, but the story is so good. I gotta watch other shows from the same, not shows, other books. Read other books from the same author. People talk really well about them. But it's hard. I just have a thing for the ones Lanjan and Wei Wuxian. They're so precious. Oh, this guy is smirking. I hadn't noticed. It's so subtle. Just a little bit here. A little bit more. Yeah, kind of like this. He's the opposite of Zorro. I said Zorro has such a small mouth, and this guy has a larger one. Very frequently, men have large facial features, mouths, not necessarily thick lips, but oh wait, his eyebrow is so high. Let me put it down. Not necessarily thick lips, which, I mean, it depends on the ethnicity, but I mean wide, a wide mouth. It's pretty common. And then the tiny eyes. I'm gonna make a character look more masculine, wider mouth, tiny eyes, smaller distance between the eye and the eyebrow. Naturally, a larger jaw. Of course, these are all just conventions. It doesn't mean every man in real life has it, or that every man has to have it. Nothing like that. Just conventions that are convenient to know when you draw. But it is a fact that the majority, the average man has a smaller distance between the eye and the eyebrow, which is why women who have a smaller distance will look more masculine. Which is my case, by the way. It's funny because I have a pretty masculine face. Sometimes, depending on the hairstyle I have, I can look very masculine. I think it's kind of fun. Because I have a long face, a long philtrum, and small distance between the eyebrow and the eyes. And my eyes are a little bit droopy, which is also frequently seen. Not only seen, but it's frequently something that men have. Okay, I have this guy. Now let's look at it. I made his face definitely not long enough. So I'm going to make it longer, increase the size of his facial features just a little bit because they're kind of drowning in his huge head. So, okay, this is bigger and then longer here. Did I make his jaw too squared? Yes, I did, but I like it like this. I think I just, I don't know, I like making it a little bit more caricature-like. I don't know, maybe it's not caricature-like because it looks less like the actual photo. But I mean, it's just more graphic, maybe? Yeah, I don't want to have it like this. I want it more squarish, more graphic. About the wrist thing, Kat, all that to say, be careful with your wrists. I've had repetitive strain injury, like it would come and go for years, many years, ever since I was a teenager. But I never took it seriously enough. It would appear for like a couple of days and then I would rest. it won't improve, and it was solved. Now that I have to deal with it for so long, I'm like, I guess my body was trying to teach me something, show me something, and I didn't listen to it. It's like, first God throws in a pebble and then he throws in a boulder. So don't be like me and take care of your wrists. Do not take repetitive strain lightly. But you know what? I think one of the reasons why I got this now, there are several reasons. It's several factors together. But I think the reason why it got so bad now compared to before is that before, when I used to practice aerial silks, that kept my arms very, very strong. And then as I reduced, when I moved here to this different state, before I would practice aerial silks like 4 times a week. And then 2 of those times I would be teaching, so it would be during 3 hours. So it was a lot of aerial silks. On top of that, I also went to the gym. And then when I moved here, I would go to the aerial silks only twice a week, 50 minutes each time only, and then no gym. But that's probably why now it got so bad. So gotta keep it strong. It's funny because people always talk about, okay, you gotta stretch your arms, stretch your hands, you're an artist. It is true, but you also need to strengthen it. It's as important as stretching. Not every injury comes from lack of stretching. Most of my injuries come from a lack of strength because I have hypermobility. So stretching is not really an issue for me, but strength, that's an issue. There was this time when I had a hip injury and I couldn't make it improve at all. And that's because people kept making me stretch. But I am already super stretched. I have hypermobility. And then I had to Google it, find out for myself how to improve, reading studies and whatnot. And then I was like, oh, okay, I need to strengthen it. And then I improved. People over-obsessed about stretch. I mean, I understand. Most people are too rigid. But still, if you're sedentary, you gotta stretch. No, yes, but also, strengthen. There was this time when I thought about going to college for physical rehab, like learning about, I don't know how to call it in English. I think, is it physiotherapy? I have a feeling I have never heard it like this in English, but it might be. Anyway, I wanted to go for physiotherapy just because I wanted to learn more about how the muscles and joint and everything works together. That would make me a better aerial silks teacher. But I changed my mind. It wasn't as I don't know, going to college is a hassle. Time's up. Let's rest and go to the next one. I actually think I'm gonna rest only for like 2 minutes and then we go because I need to leave real soon. So might do that. I want to eat. I really want to eat. Physiotherapy, yes? Okay, so that's the thing. Physiotherapy. It's funny because I've done physiotherapy several times over the years, and it was always so useless. But this time, Thank God it is working very well. It's the only reason why I'm actually like getting better. Because around December, January, like end of the year, I was in my hometown, so I couldn't do physiotherapy. And it got much worse. Even though I was not working, I wasn't really using my wrist or straining anything. So yeah, physio is super important. But I think it's because the one that I did before, they would always not really push on the strength side of it. I really think that's the issue. About, like, for me at least. Anyway, I've been watching this really cool, cute, lovely anime lately. I'm trying to remember the name in Japanese. In English, it's You and I Are Polar Opposites, which is this one. It's so cute. So lovely. Ugh, it's a type of wholesome and funny rom-com. Really cute. Do you like rom-com, Kat? Okay, we're gonna actually stop here and get to the next one because time is running and we have a challenge now. Okay? Then let's go. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, this one. Let me think about it. Thinking if I want to do a Loomis head, but I have a feeling the Loomis one doesn't help me much in this specific angle. I don't know. I struggle a lot with it when it rotates too much like this. I prefer other types of finding proportions. In this case, I'm looking more at the shapes and the angles between each part and tracing lines. I love Fruits Basket. Oh, it's so good. Although I didn't watch the new anime, but I read the manga and it was so good. But it just reminded me, you are absolutely right. And I will watch Furuba once I finish the Polar Opposites one. Or maybe before, who knows. Oh, it actually worked here. Okay. So for this type of angle, pay attention to the overlap. How the lower lip is covering the upper lip, and then the upper lip's covering the philtrum. You know, how the body parts are overlapping. And then do not draw them with their usual height or anything like that, because they are very compressed in this angle. Everything is super compressed. You know, I gotta practice more drawing this type of angle from imagination. That's something I want to practice. Actually, drawing anything from imagination, it's always good to practice, because references, they have a place, and then, but drawing from imagination is also something we gotta practice. If you only draw from imagination, it's not gonna help as much. Oh, no, I mean the opposite. If you only draw from practice, from reference, oh my God, my mind is a mess. From reference, you're not going to improve as much at drawing from imagination. I mean, you will, but you gotta practice what you want to improve on. If you want to improve drawing from imagination, you gotta draw from imagination. It's a balance. Everything about art, the hard and the good part about it is that there's a lot and it's all a balance. Now let me look at this. I want to, oh, her eye here, I made it way too close to the nose bridge. Let's push it back. Yeah, I like that. Okay, this is fun. Oh, you know, this weekend I went to my friend's house to watch the series that I mentioned. And then I baked a cake for us, carrot cake, and it smelled really good. It was like, wow, it's gonna be amazing. And then when I got there and I ate it, it was so bitter. It was awful. I was so upset because I'm used to baking stuff, baking sweets. That's like my thing. And it was so bitter. It was horrible. I had to throw it away. And then I Googled it and I found out that I didn't get the right amount of baking soda, I think is the name. Because before I was using, wait, I would have to Google these terms. But it's like I was using one type of baking soda and then I used another one. And then this other one required a certain amount of an acidic base to make it work. And I didn't add the right amount. And then it ruined the whole cake. I'm like, holy cow. But it's not like I changed the recipe out of nowhere for no reason. My doctor told me to do it because regular baking powder has aluminum. And that's not really an issue for most people, but I'm in the middle of a treatment. I need to avoid it anyway. But I was so upset that I made this mistake. I had to throw the whole cake away. I was like, ah. But we live and learn. And now the next time I will never ever make this mistake again. Because now I have learned that I need to get the right proportion of the acid. Okay, I have a feeling her eye doesn't look like it's rotating with the rest of her face. I think I need to show more of this cheekbone here, getting in front of it, the overlap, and then something about the eyebrow as well. It should tilt more, maybe like this. Yeah, it's not enough. Actually, let me just push her face a little bit back. Like this. Okay. I don't like it. Her neck's too long. Okay, time to fix that. Oh yeah, much better. She was like a giraffe before. And then I need less volume on the top of her head because of the tilt. Yeah, more like that. Oh, I forgot to take something out for dinner. Okay, as soon as we finish here, I'm gonna defrost something to eat. I meal prep usually. I mean, I'm calling it meal prep, but it's not true. I just, whenever I bake, not bake, whenever I cook, I just create like 2 or 3 times the amount and then I freeze the rest. I don't actually stop and like, okay, it's Sunday, it's time to meal prep. I don't do that. It's more like once in a while, I stop, cook, and then I do a few different portions. This pose we're drawing here is like an exaggerated Freer meme. So if you can draw this here, you can draw the Freer meme. No, I tried painting her upper lip, but better without it. Better off without you. Oh, today I was listening to a really interesting podcast. The lady was talking about how, so I like manifestation things. And this one was about how when we dress in a certain way, we manifest the future we want. That was a very interesting train of thought. And also, she was talking about the thing that I mentioned earlier about how people's like women usually they don't dress certain types of clothing because I don't know, maybe their mom said they didn't look good with it, or someone said it, or they just saw it in the media that certain types of bodies shouldn't wear a certain way. And then sometimes you free yourself, try something new that you didn't think you could pull off, and then you feel amazing. And I'm like, oh, I want to try that. I don't know what it is though, like if I have anything like that. Definitely there are things that I'm like, that's too fashionable for me. But I mean, if I just decide to be fashionable, I'll just be. I mean, I'll have to learn about it, of course, but why would I create an identity that I am not something that I want to be? I mean, given I have never really prioritized this in my life, but recently I have a feeling that I want to maybe start giving it some more thought. All right, so we have 2 minutes, but yeah, I'm just gonna improve the lines a little bit. 2 minutes doesn't hurt to work some more. that's better. Small changes, like her cloth is a little bit too thin in some areas, so we can increase it, but also not too much. Because line weight is going to create contrast, and I want the contrast to go to where matters most, which is her head. Her head, her face. Yeah, so I made it thicker here in her color, but now I think it's too much contrast. It needs to be less. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. Kat, just a reminder, next week we have a live with the art circle. It's on Tuesday. I'm going to announce it on Discord as usual, but just so you know. Okay, time's up. Ta-da! And we have 5 portraits. Yay! That was fun. We only have 5 more to go, and the challenge will be over. I think for next month, I'm going to focus on painting. I prefer painting, actually. All right, so guys, take a look here. Kat's drawings, nice. Good job, Kat. All right. Then, whew. All right, alrighty. Then we're gonna be ending. I'm just leaving it a little bit more here in case you're like looking at the reference and getting some finishing touches. But now we gotta go. Okay. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next week, same day, and probably 1 hour earlier. Not probably, it's already settled. 1 hour earlier. If you want to get notifications a little bit before I come live, then join our Discord server, and I'll see you around. Bye-bye.